Hey, welcome back. Last episode, we lived entirely inside a list like sorting, filtering, editing, inline editing, and exporting. Today, we do the opposite. We open just one record and go all the way in. That is forms. This is episode 6 of 11 in the administration fundamental series. So, back in episode 3, I gave you a 30-second preview. Form equals to one contact card, list equals to the whole contact book. Today we stop reviewing and actually open that contact card properly. Let's click into a record and see what's really in there. Let's coming to the roadmap first. Quick reminder of where we are. Episode 6 of 11. And today we will open one record and go all the way in before episode 7 introduce the task table that sits underneath every ticket you will ever touch. Quick callback to episode 3 first. Then we will open a real record. This is the quick callback for episode 3, like what a list and what a form is. Like a list can be think like a spreadsheet, and form can be think like a contact card. So let's open any actual incident and see what a form really looks like. And we to have a lab task to like open any modules list, then click into one record. This time count how many sections you can spot on the form. Let's go to the instance. Let's open incident list view. And open any one incident from the list view, and we'll try to look into the sections like as asked the lab, like we need to count how many sections we can spot on the form. If we go to the incident record, there will be three sections mainly. One is note section, and one is related records, and one is resolution information. These three are three different um, sections. So okay, let's go ahead to the PPT again. What we are covering today actually, like six things today. We are covering six things today, like from like form anatomy, like it contains sections, fields, and related links, and the common field types you see on almost every form, like string field, reference field, choice field, and date and time field, and also the field cues, like these are called visual cues that tell you so that the field is mandatory, read only, or hidden. And attachments, um, like we will see like how to attach the attachments to a particular record. And also the activity stream, like in the activity stream we will be covering work notes and comments, and also the save actions. The actions will be like submit, update, resolve, and more. Let's go ahead in the PPT. Let's start with farm view anatomy, like how the farm view anatomy we will be looking in this video means the full detail view of one single record, like full fields grouped into sections plus related links for quick actions. And also open any incident form on the list, see how it's just one long list of fields dumped on a page. It's organized, these tabs here: notes, related records, and resolution information. Each one of those is a section, and down here we will be having some buttons uh, below the sections. Those are called related links. um, let's go to the instance, and we will look into these things, like and we have a lab to like open an incident, identify two different sections on the form, and find one related link. So let's go to the instance, and we'll try to identify what are the sections we have, and what are the related links. As we already discussed, notes, related records, and resolution information are the sections. We will scroll down a little bit, and we have related links section here. Like we have resolve, show SLA timeline, and repair SLAs as related links. Now let's look at what kind of information actually live in these tables. So let's go back to the PPT again. Uh, Common field types, like the handful of field types that makes up almost every form you will ever see. Like the common field types are like string type. It's a free text, just type of text, and the reference field. Let's if we give an example of the string field, like it's short description, and coming to the reference fields, it is points to a real record elsewhere. Like it is usually the reference field in the name says it is referring to a different table for getting the data. Like if you take any example like caller field, it will be referring the user table to bring the data into this particular caller field. And also the choice, like it's a drop down list. Example like a priority field or state field and so on. And coming to the data time field, it's a proper picker instead of free typed dates. Like if you for this type of fields, it will show the calendar and the time, date and time. We can select appropriate date and appropriate time, and we can select that instead of manually typing the values in that field. And we have a lab too. uh, what it is, click into the caller field and any incident form and follow it to the actual user record it references. Let's go back to the instance. We'll see for the caller record. Yeah, here we have a caller called Bud Richmond. To go into this particular user record, we have a icon called preview this icon here. This is called preview this record. If you click it, so it will open one pop-up. So it will redirect to another table actually. That's the user table, because this Bud Richmond is present in the users table. But by using the reference field and incident form, we are referring this user table data onto the incident form, that too to this particular caller field. Okay, let's go back to the PPT again and move ahead, and coming to the mandatory read only and hidden queues. So these are all the visual cues that tell you whether the field must be filled in, can't be edited, or isn't show at all. So mandatory, like usually the mandatory fields will be shown with red marker, highlighted border. The form won't get saved if you don't fill the mandatory fields. And coming to read only, uh, these fields can be grayed out, and they are unable to edit by the user. Those are all automatically populated by the system. So you can see the fields in the attached screenshot here. This is called a read only field, and this is called a mandatory field. And the hidden field, like it exists on the table definition but it doesn't shown on the form. So that's why I didn't mention anything on the screenshot. But you can take any field, like let's say updated field. It is not there in the form, but in the table it will be there. So we have a small lab here too. Let's do that. Try saving an incident with a mandatory field cleared. Notice exactly how ServiceNow stops you. Let's check that. Let's clear this flat description, and I will try to save this. See, it is throwing a pop-up, error pop-up saying the following mandatory fields are not filled in. That is chat description. So you should understand that if there is a field mandatory on a particular form, if you are not providing the value to that field, in that case ServiceNow won't allow you to submit the form. So you need to fill all the values which are mandatory on the form before performing the submission. Okay, let's go back to the PPT again. Moving forward, attachments. So what are attachments? So in ServiceNow, there is a paperclip icon in the toolbar. So we can use that, and if we click that, it will give a pop-up showing some options like choose file, and after choosing the file, it will auto attach the appropriate file to the record. So if you see in the screenshot, there is a highlighter here. So that paperclip icon, you need to click on it to attach a file. So we have a lab here too, like attach any file to a test instance, that then open it again to confirm it saved. Let's go to the instance back. Let's see, like here is the paper icon. So if you click it, it will give you a pop-up called attachments. Click on choose file. Let's say go to downloads, and just randomly attaching a file. Let's say this business process automation. So once it is attached, um, yep, the file is attached. Just click on the cross mark to close that pop-up. So if you see here, the attachment got attached to this particular record. So we can rename this attachment if we want, and also if we want, we can download this. If you click on download, the attachment will auto download into the local system. So that how attachment works. Let's go back to the PPT again. Going forward, like coming to work notes and additional comments. So uh, these two are all called the running history at the bottom of a record, but these two are very different audiences depending on which box you type in. So usually work notes will be used by the internal teams. Um, Internal teams in the sense like the people who will be working on the tickets when for the end users who raised them. So those people to share the communication across the tickets, like what they worked on and what they fixed. For that purpose, they use work notes. And coming to the additional comments, it will be customer visual. The requester does see them. So always check which box you are typing into before you post. So coming to the analogy, work notes are a private staff room conversation. Additional comments are said out loud at the front desk. So we have a lab here too. So what's the lab? Post one work note and one additional comment on a test incident. Notice how differently they are labeled in the stream. So if you see in the attached screenshot, here we can add the work notes and additional comments. So once adding the comments, it will be labeled as additional comments is labeling as comments, and work notes is labeling as work notes. Let's go to the instance and do that on in the instance. So for this particular incident, I'm adding a additional comment now. After typing the comment, just click on post. It will post to the activity. So if you see here, adding additional comment is added in the activity. So if you see here the type of comment, it is comments. So this is additional comments. Let's say if you want to add a work note, here is the checkbox for work note to activate the work note field. So if you check this, the work note field will get highlighted here. So just add a random comment like adding work notes. So after adding that, just click on post. Now let's see like how the activity is behaving for both. Like for additional comment, it is comments, and for work notes, it is showing as work notes. This is the difference. Work notes will be seen by the internal team, internal staff, and the additional comments will be seen by the end user. Let's go ahead. Coming to the save actions. So the buttons that actually commit your changes to a record and an incident specifically, these are what you will see by default. Like where to find it, buttons at the top of the incident form. If you see in the screenshot, so we have buttons like submit, resolve, like follow, update, resolve, and delete. These are all the save actions actually. So analogy, like heads up. Um, insert stay exist via right click on the form header, but are off by default an incident admin setting. Like they usually insert stay, they won't be available on the task tables. So you are unable to find them. You will be able to find only these four things: submit, update, resolve, and delete. Submit can be used to creates a new instance and returns you to the list view. If you click on submit, creates a new instance and return to the list view. Update, if you click on update, it saves the changes to an incident that already exists. And resolve, it's a special action that closes the incident with resolution info, that is resolution code and resolution notes. And delete, removes the record entirely. So we have a small lab here too, like create a test incident using submit, reopen it, change one field, then save again with update. Going ahead to the instance, let's go to the incident list view and click on new, and we'll put some random values like able tutor, caller is able tutor, and the satisfaction is like saving the notes, saving the actions. So that's it. Just click on submit. So with that, it will come to the list view. Actually, so if you see here, I think we need to sort it. 1 second to bring the latest instance to top. It is created. So I'm bringing the created field from the personal list columns to the list view. Just I'm doing the sort, like sort and descending, like Z to A. So it will bring the latest instant, like just now we created this, right? So it will come up. Just open it, and after that, do some change, like adding the description, and just update. So if you do the update, it will bring back to the list view. If you do the save, if you do save instead of update, it will be on the same incident record. So that's how it works. Let's go back. Moving forward to the in the PPT. Finally, the form layout. Usually, the form layout, the end user won't disturb the form layout, because for doing the changes on the form layout, we need some specific roles like personalization underscore form or maybe admin. So it is just for awareness only to so like what we can do with form layout means, uh, we need to click on the form header, right click on the form header, go to configure and select form layout. So after selecting that, it will give a different page. So there will be two buckets, one is for available and one is for selected. So here you can add and remove the fields from the form view, according to the requirement. To do this operation, we need some specific roles. So not everyone is unable to do this operation. So whatever the changes you are going to perform on the form layout level, the changes will get applicable to all the users in ServiceNow. So we have a small lab here too. Like if you have admin access, right click form header and open configure form layout. Just look around, don't save any changes yet. Let's go to the instance and check that. Let's say I opened a record and I right clicked on the form header, go to configure and go to form layout. If you see, yeah, this is called available and selected. In the incident, view name is default. For the default view, these are all the fields. If you want to remove any of the field, you can remove or you can add and just click on save. Whatever the changes you are performing here, the changes will reflect to all the users who are in the service now. So that's how form layout works. Let's move ahead. And coming to the glossary, like in the episode 6 we are covering all these concepts, like form view we covered, related links, string field, reference field, choice field, mandatory, read only, work note and additional comment, and we covered save actions and we covered form layout too. So with this, we came to end of episode 6. So just moving ahead for the next task, like incident request changes. Every single one of them is really just a form. Like incident request changes, everything, every single one of them is really just a form sitting on top of a table called task. So those are all called task tables. So that's exactly what episode 7 is about. So if this is helped, hit like, drop a comment telling me if you have mixed up work notes and comments before, and subscribe so you don't miss my episode 7. See you there. Thank you guys.